aware of the energy, and you have to be step by step learn how to draw this energy in. And so the Tao discovered that another part can really do a big difference is to capture. Everything that we're doing now so far is how to capture the energy. That is how key. So what we are learning now is the saliva can capture the energy. Okay, so saliva is liquid. The liquid, so the most important thing in this world, two things. One is the air and one is the water. Okay, so water can dissolve air, oxygen, nitrogen, all the things can dissolve into it. So that's why it can support a marine life. But when the air not dissolved by the ocean, dissolved by the water, no life can live in the ocean. Okay, so that's why. So the Tao discovered saliva have that property to draw in different energy, and we mix this energy in the saliva, and we swallow them down. It becomes instant fuse to burn energy. That is one simple theory. Now, when we breathe many things in, but the body the lung only can recognize oxygen. That's it. And the rest, they cannot do anything with it. They only can recognize oxygen. But when you go to the mid-eyebrow, go to the forehead, go to the crown, now you're breathing different kind of energy. Okay? Now, the next thing, when we want to expand this energy out bigger, that involves with the hair. So hair have filtering energy to filter and draw in energy into us, and that's how the hair breathing apply in here. Okay, so now the detail, we're not going to go to that very detail because every hair are strengthening what organs. The yin organ, okay, have what kind of hair that involved with it. So you have the hair here, the heart and the tongue, and that is all the hair, that connection, the heart and small intestine can really draw the energy to us. Okay, and so you can see that the body hair, the eyebrow, the hair, the facial hair, the armpit hair, the pubic hair, and the whole body hair have the ability to breathe in energy. And now, when the olden time, they go in very detail, disconnecting, the mouth connecting to the spleen and the elements, and the energy, the surplus of the energy, the spleen, the energy can strengthening the spleen is the armpit, the armpit hair. Okay, so there are lists. We're not going to go to this detail part. We'll just go to the whole breathing, and so you have the spleen and the organs and the part of the eyelids, and there is the earth and the hair sound, all the hair. So every organ, the spleen, pancreas, or the spleen, and there's the armpit. Okay, and so I go to you. If you need more detail, you can look at the book. Okay, so the Elixir Qigong is a very fun book to read. I like to make book with so many pictures. So that's why design picture, drawing picture, and all these things. So that is the pubic hair connecting to the lungs, and so you have all kind of connection, and so you wear your pubic hair down and you breathe in the energy. So every hair have one specified body and organ. If you need that detail or need that particular part, you do look at the book, because we only have one day. So this one going to take much longer time to do that. And but at least you have the key, the major core of the practice is the hair breathing, all the skin and the hair breathing, and draw all of them, because everything come to the senses. Okay, because all the organ, all the hair have connection to the senses, and you draw this energy into the senses, and you mix them in the saliva, because you breathe them in, but the body cannot hold it, no use. That's why in a higher level, the saliva is very important. Because you want to creating a pearl, an energy pearl. You need saliva, because the saliva is the one collecting all the energy. So the energy pearl is what we call the immortal body, immortal cell, immortal fetus, that involved with the how to gather the energy and collect them into one energy, condensing energy. Okay, so there's the lung. Now the kidney also body hair. So ear connecting the kidney, the facial hair, surface of the product of the testicle and the ovary. So that is they study quite detail on how organ, how body, how hair affecting the body. And so that is so we come to the liver, and the liver. So that the eyes, eyebrow, extension of the tendon, and they belong to the liver. So eye is the opening. So that everything are linked to the senses. 5 major organs linked to the 5 major senses. So if you draw the energy in, finally you draw the senses, go all the forces in, and you draw the forces into the saliva, and you mix the saliva. And you started to learn that the saliva can bring all this energy dissolved together. So that's why we call in the laboratory we call the solution solvent. Okay, so in the labs, the most important part is solution. Okay, any liquid, the solvent, no solution, no water, or no solvent, there's nothing to do. There's nothing, because this one, they can dissolve anything into this solution. Okay, and that how the Tao 1,000 years they discovered that the saliva is a very important alchemy practice. Okay, without understanding this, you don't know what to do with the alchemy part. Okay, the esoteric, the alchemy, you have nothing to do. All you have to do is believe and trust. One day you go to heaven. That's it. We don't talk about heaven. We don't talk about heaven. We talk about your technology, how to get your soul spirit grow up, educated. That's it. And they find their own way. That's all. They will find their own way. You see, the soul spirit, they know where they come from, and they know when they grow up, they know where they're going to go back. We are better than salmon. Okay, they study salmon. It's very interesting. Salmon, they're born from the river, and they go out and they swim in the big ocean. And when they want to lay egg, they want to go back. Okay, and they discover why salmon can do that. they have a very incredible nose. They can distinguish the soil 1 out of million particles. The nose can discover it. So that means the river flow down. From that river flow down, they remember that particle of the soil, and that one can dissolve in the ocean 1 out of million, 0.1110 out of million. They can distinguish. That is the same thing like the dog. Dog can distinguish 1 out of million or many million. They can distinguish the different smell, because when you dissolve the smell into the space, okay, and there is 1 out of many million particles, and the dog, they follow the smell, but that is in the air, So that's why okay, so all the body hair and the pubic hair. So everything mixed in the mouth. Everything mixing in the mouth. And when you mix in the mouth, that is the saliva. Okay? And when you beat the saliva, the important part is the sexual organ. Okay? And the hormone system. Because the saliva, when you bring in this energy, you need many chemicals to make it perfect. And that involved with the sexual energy, involved with all the gland system, and all the gland system. So the eye involved with so let's talk about eyes is the connection to the liver. Okay, or let's start with the heart. Heart. Let's come together. Hello. Wake up. Heart. Follow me. Follow me. Heart connecting with the tongue. Okay. And the spleen connecting with the mouth. Okay. And lungs connecting with the nose. And the kidney connecting with the ears, and liver connect with the eyes. Okay, so that is the 5 major organs, involved with 5 major organs, and all the hair are divided into different organs. We call the surplus of the organs. When the organ have a lot of energy, the hair grow better. Hair, pubic hair, eyebrow, and armpit hair, body hair involved with it. Involved with the organ healthy or sick. If the body sick, in what organs, that part of the organ, that part of the hair will start to have trouble. Okay, so you draw in the air, you suck in the energy, and so we need to draw them in from the hair, and from all the hair and the body and every part of the body into the system. Okay, that's why we call the suction is important. Okay, so let's do this. The suction first. This spiritual diaphragm. I tell you, you do any spiritual work, you don't spend time in this. I think you're wasting too much time in something. Okay, you're wasting time on that. Okay, and that is very direct. Boom, that's it. Okay, because we have nothing involved with the belief system, punishment, rewarding, heaven and hell. So you have so much time free to do the real thing you want to do. Otherwise, it's too much thing to Oh, how can go to heaven? This and that. Okay, donation a lot. If you donation and you go, if you give more money, you go to a 5-star hotel in heaven. and so if you want to sit near to God, you have more money and you sit very close to God. And then, first line, so the Tao don't talk about that. Practice, get your body, get your organs strong, feed your soul and spirit, educating them when they have grown up and educating, they are free themselves. They can go anywhere. Right? Parent, all you have to do, raise them, educating them, and when they grow up, what they do? They find their own way. They have their own life to live. That's all. You're not going to take care of the baby, a child for the rest of the life. That's what Okay. So a very simple part. We start with abdominal breathing, and we're going to exhale, and we're going to suck the stomach in, and we're going to hold. And when you hold for a moment, you started to activate the diaphragm. Okay? And when you can hold the breath for a while, you started to feel a suction. The stomach started to have a suction. Okay? And the suction, when the suction like this, the first thing, it activates the thoracic diaphragm. And the second thing, it activates the pubic diaphragm. And you feel, it started to sucking. And you feel the pubic diaphragm activate. Okay? But the whole key is you have to hold the breath. You have to hold the breath to creating a suction. In a normal way, when the diaphragm moves, it draws in air. But when this one moves and you're not breathing, and the diaphragm says, what? What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I'm supposed to draw in oxygen, but what am I going to do? Now, they started to remember that, oh my God, that's when I'm baby, when I'm fetus in the mother womb, I'm not breathing. I'm not drawing the air. When I'm in a mother womb, I'm not drawing air. But I'm drawing another forces coming in. Now the diaphragm started to turn themselves to a spiritual muscle. He said, okay, I cannot breathe, but I need to breathe. So they started, and you started to feel, hey, my palm, my soul, my mid-eyebrow, my crown are breathing very easy. Okay? And when you get that, now when you started to apply them in the hair, so we touch the hair and touch the eyebrow. Okay, if you have facial hair, you can. You don't have it, and you have it, you can. And armpit, and the pubic hair and body hair. Now, when you started to do that, when you suction, when you're not breathing, so we say embryonic breathing is not breathing, because when the fetus in mother womb, what happens? We are not breathing. We're not breathing to the nose. But the Tao said the diaphragm already developed. Yes or no? Yeah. If not developed, you born, we die. Okay, they have to be perfect, developed, ready to breathe. But the Tao said in that time when we in the fetus, the diaphragm develop and they're moving. They have to move. But while they're moving, they are drawing forces in. Okay, from the universe into it. So we call the embryonic breathing, an internal breath, the breathing from inside. But now if we talk about simple part, because the lungs are designed to breathe in the oxygen, nitrogen, that's it. That's what they are doing. That's what they're built to do the job. That's all. They're not built in this space. Now we know there's so many energy. In this space alone, there are so many different kind of other energy that we are. So you see here, in the space here, you have electromagnetic power, polarity. of this high density power that we have is there. And we have also another, this is what the West can discover, but the Tao discover much more of this space and the different forces. And that's why all the great masters discover that and make it into a spiritual work. Yes, it's spiritual work when you're going to skip another name. But if you understand the cosmos, you are working with the cosmos, taking different forces coming in. Now what happened? You enlighten, you see, you have wisdom, and you know, and you feed your soul and spirit. That is what their spiritual work are. And that's the goal, you know. And I like the Tao because if you want to feed your soul and spirit, you have to understand one definition. Soul and spirit is intelligent energy. And you can feed them with what? It's an intelligent energy. What you can feed them? Energy. You want to feed your spirit with a piece of steak? They have no mouth, no digestion, nothing. They have nothing. They're only energy, but have intelligence. But our physical have what? We have digestion, we have absorption, we have elimination. Is that amazing or not? How big all this system? And what is digestion, absorption doing? It take a fruit, a vegetable, or fish, or meat, and digest them and turn to very nano particle and turn into absorb to the cell. It's so small, new nutrition, the cell can absorb it, and the oxygen come in combustion to get bang, creating energy. That's it. Now the energy is that close to the intelligent energy? Hello? Close or not close? Yes, that's all. That's what the whole key. If you believe me that the soul and spirit is the light, the intelligent energy, and the problem is solved. If not, you go and search for. Okay? You can search for ever. You can keep on searching. But this one, European use $48 billion euro to do the research. That's it. And the Tao talk about this thing written down, 6, 7, 8,000 years ago. Soul and spirit is an intelligent energy. If you're working with energy, you're never wrong. That's all. Simple. It finished. That's all. So when my master told me, it's okay. I can work on the energy. That's it. It's simple or not? Much simple. You go direct. Yeah. You're curving the other way, it's too much work, you know. So now, this energy, and we able to train the mind, train the body to draw in this chi energy, okay? And so you draw the energy and the nature energy, but you need to have a place to absorb it, okay? So you understand that? The space alone, there's so much different energy. And energy is everywhere around. While we separate them out, tree have energy, water have water energy, sun has sun energy, fire have fire energy, wood have wood energy. Okay? And we can draw them in to us. Usually we absorb all the natural forces without we notice. That means the skin, the hair can do it, but we don't know about it. Okay? But when you emphasize on study, hey, I can draw in this energy. And what is the most biggest organ in your body? Skin. The skin. Right? And the skin have so many holes, hair pores, and the hair pores, every hair pore have what? Hair. Have hair. So the skin pore is a lot, you know. If you count them, you know, 1,000 must try to count them. You know. I don't know how they count them, you know. But written down in a book. Written down in a book. So the title was, we have 100,000 hair and hair pore. I said, oh, that time I read it, oh, that's a lot. But when I look at all the Western research, they said, we have more than 1 million hair pores and many, many hairs. If you count all the hair, have you ever count how many hairs you have? No. Yeah, it's a lot, huh? Have you counted the simple one? Have you counted how many armpit hairs you have? Have you counted how many pubic hair you have? You know, it's a lot of work to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you get lost. You count for a while, you get lost. Okay, so let's do the suction. If you get the suction, the rest is simple. The rest, you already have hair pore. You have the hair, and you have all these senses can draw in energy. Now that's it. There's nothing more. You already have million and million hole to breathe. And this million and million hole to breathe, you need what? Huh? What do you need? Suction. No suction, what are you going to do? You have 1 million, 10 million, 100 million hair pore, and you have no suction. What are you going to do with it? Nothing to do. Okay? Okay. So the suction is the key. Once you get it, and anytime you sit down anywhere, sometimes you sit so quietly, especially when you're in the forest or in the nature, you sit and you just suction, inhale, exhale, you feel it breathing. So we're going to hold the breath, and after you get it, you started to, no need to hold the breath too long. And when you start to breathing, and you aware of the skin, aware the mid eyebrow, we just see the mid eyebrow, the crown, your palm, your soul, and you started to say, hey, I feel they are breathing. I feel they are breathing. Okay? So let's do that. Okay. So exhale. Now hold your breath. Suck your stomach in and hold. Suck your stomach in and hold. And relax your chest. And when if you started to want to move, still hold your breath, okay? And let it move. So you started to, you're going to sucking, because it needs to move. The diaphragm needs to move, because all the time they're moving. So you hold for a while, the diaphragm wants to move. And you just follow it moving. You feel it sucking the stomach, and you feel it sucking on the pelvic floor. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, the changing from holding the breath and the suction and breathing, it's going to make a bridge. And when you started to control the breath slow, and you started to aware your palm, your soul, your crown, when you feel this thing started to breathe, now you started to aware the hair and the body hair. Now they started to breathe. That's simple, you know. And when you get it, I tell you, this is the most spiritual work you can do anytime, any place you want. What is spiritual work? You draw in the forces in the universe to become your forces. Because usually we don't do that. We only breathe in the air, the oxygen, that's all. Do you understand the theory? Hello? That's all. The only difference is I breathe in the cosmic force and I breathe in the oxygen. They're different things. These are two different things. Because Even the cosmic go into the lung say, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't want to care about you. Okay, I only need oxygen. I don't need, because they cannot do anything. The body cannot do anything unless you go to all this energy center. Okay, so again, now we're gonna hold a little bit longer. You know it. One, you need to hold for a moment, and if you rocking, relax, hold and relax, rock. Now when you relax and rock for a while, you feel that, hey, I can hold another 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And when you put your palm down and you feel, hey, I feel the palm have feeling. I feel my soul have feeling. I feel my mid-eyebrow, my forehead, my crown have breathing. Okay? And you started to feel, hey, my diaphragm, I still hold the breath, but my diaphragm I started to move. But the diaphragm move, not drawing the oxygen, but drawing the cosmic force. Okay? As I say, cosmic force, when you make it a little bit more esoteric, okay? Oh God, oh whatever, that's it, it's okay. So that's why we have big trouble, you know that? Because every race have their own God. Okay? So now what happened? You have too many gods, and what happened? Like the Greek, they have so many gods, and what happened? They have to war, they have to fight. Because my God is better than your God. Okay? So now what happened? My God, your God better than my God? Okay. Let's see who have more bomb, more tank, more gun, and see whose gods are more stronger. Right? But the Tao said, we have nothing to fight. We talk about the cosmos, okay? The force. And there's no name. So the Tao is what? What the first chapter in the Tao Te Ching. A Tao that cannot be named is not a Tao. You cannot name the Tao. Because there is the power, the force in the universe. Okay, how can you name that? It's creating billion and trillion things. How can you name that they're creating a trillion and billion things? A name. You cannot name them because it's existing in every single thing we have. So you cannot give them a name. So now when we say cosmos, universe, energy, chi, is everywhere. Okay? So we're going to do 3 times and we rest. And you started to do more breathing. And we're going to do another 3 times and we rest. And you're going to be. So every time when you start breathing, when you low down your mind and you inhale, exhale, relax, and you started to aware of all this energy center, and you say, hey, I so easy feel all this energy center are open, and I can breathe more energy. Okay? Okay. Rocking is important. Rock. So let rock first. Relax. Holding the breath, if you're stressed, you cannot hold. If you're stressed. So let rock the spine. Rock. The more you relax, the more you can hold the breath. And when you hold the breath, I need to breathe. If you can rock and smile and rock, you can calm it down. You can hold another 3 seconds. And now sometimes 3 seconds make a whole difference. Yeah, the 3 seconds is suddenly is swap. All I need is swap. Swap from a normal suction turn into a spiritual energy suction. That's all. That's how you swap between this. If you never train it, it's just normal breathing. Yeah. Rock. Very important, your spinal cord have to be not stressed. When stressed, you cannot hold the breath. When stressed, you're holding the breath, gone. Okay. Get this part, the rest is just form. The rest is just form. Form is simple. Hole, you can make many holes, but the suction is important. You can have a million holes, but you have a big suction. That is the key. Human now cannot live without the suction air. Suction, we cannot do it. We just everything we need that. Let's do the crane neck. Rock again. Smile and rock. Let's start with abdominal breathing. So emphasize instruction, inhale, sucking in. So diaphragm here, abdominal here is a big suction. It's a big, very big suction. All right. Now exhale. And suck your stomach in. Pull them all the way to your spine and hold. Hold it. Relax your chest. Always relax your chest. Other MY energy go up to the chest. Relax. Relax, hold. When your diaphragm started to move, let it move. And pubic. And inhale. Put your palm down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Smile to your palm and your soul. Exhale. You may feel, hey, I can feel my palm, my soul have suction. And it started to breathe. Just focus more on your palm breathing and focus more in your soul breathing. Again. Again, inhale. Exhale. Flatten down your stomach, flatten the stomach. And now, inhale, suck your stomach in. Suck your stomach in. Hold. Just hold. Until you feel the diaphragm will move by itself. Okay? And or you can guide them to move. Okay. Now, when the diaphragm moves, the cranial the cranial will started to. So the next one when the next one when the pelvic floor activates suction, the diaphragm going to move. Okay, so look at this one more. Now we're going to be, this one you're going to remove. The cranial going to move. When your pelvic diaphragm involved with the cranial. So when the pelvic diaphragm started to move, now cranial started to move. And now you feel, hey, here open, here open, here open. Okay? And you feel they're breathing. Okay? Okay, so now you just aware of it, it happened. Okay? And when it happens, all you do is enhance it. You do nothing much. When it happens, because the diaphragm, you're born with it. That's all. There's nothing new to you. I haven't given you anything new. You're born with it. From the fetus until now, you're born with it. Okay? You have this diaphragm. All I am doing here now is swap them in. I just tell you to recognize, hey, this muscle can do another job. That's all. It can do a spiritual work. That's it. I cannot sell back what you have. You know, I cannot do that. But some people do that, no? They sell back what already have. And in some of the English words, they said they try to sell your grandmother back to you. And that is, and they came very big credit for that. Okay, and that's very good salesman, huh? Okay. Now see that you can get this. It's very simple, not difficult. You see, important part if you can make this negative positive, and the vortex spinning, and you feel all the energy coming to us is in the vortex spinning, and all the same, the mid-eyebrow, the crown. So the Tao always think them as Tai Chi spinning, Tai Chi Yin Yang spinning, they spin, okay, and so everything is spinning in a vortex, okay, and I show you that how this is everything in the Tao is like Tai Chi spinning, and actually it's a galaxy spinning. That's how the Tao, thousand years, they see that. Hey, Yin puts the Yang, Yang puts the Yin, whole universe spinning like that. Okay, and it's a vortex spinning everywhere. Every single square inch, they have that. Every single energy is spinning. Everywhere is spinning. Okay. And when you're aware of it's like vortex spinning, Tai Chi, actually Tai Chi spinning, now you started to feel here, mid-eyebrow, spin. You can either clockwise or either counterclockwise. You can spin different way, no problem. Crown, spin. So all these things, they are spinning in a vortex part, okay? And so when you understand that, all the forces, this is how the universe, yin yang, the vortex spinning, okay? And they're all spinning in all different directions, and depending what you can receive it, what you can take in, it depending on you. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have more space can move in. Everybody has, yeah, that's good. Okay, everybody? When you understand this, very easy because the universe energy is everywhere. It's all around us. You have nothing to do more. All you have to do, get the suction. And when you get the suction, you already have holes. And what you want to worry about that? Yes or no? Hello? You already have hole. And the more hole is your skin and the hair. There is million and million hair pores. And hair and pores is a hole. Tiny, tiny little million hole. That if you have enough suction, it draw air in. It draw qi in. That's it. That's what all the qigong, tai chi, and everything is. This energy. Okay, so that's why they're moving. They're moving. Once you get it, you go home. You just simple, nothing to do. Just do this. When your children, what you doing? catching something. Catching something in the air. Well, it's really such something is in the air. You know. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. So, 3 times yourself. Okay, exhale. Suck. Inhale, suck your stomach in. Okay, hold. Okay, you press your leg, suck. You have more power. Suck and hold. Just relax, rock. When you feel the pelvic diaphragm started to suck up and down, you feel it. And the cranial started to have suction. If you need to breathe, just breathe and start over again. And now, resting period important. Put your palm down, inhale. Exhale. So breathing. Smile, relax your mid eyebrow, and very gentle feel your mid eyebrow breathing. Smile. Inhale, feel your crown breathing. Again, go on yourself. Exhale. Suck your stomach in. Hold. You're creating a suction until the diaphragm move. Diaphragm move. Now cranial. Cranial gonna move.